Hey, welcome back to another video, Spaceflight Simulator. I didn't upload yesterday because I was playing some Super Mario Galaxy and then I went to work. And then as always, super tired when I got off of work, so didn't really feel like doing much. But in the last episode, we got done with sending 2 trimmers to the moon. So if you didn't watch that video, go check that out. This episode, we're going to be sending an uncrewed mission to the moon and back from the moon to collect samples and data. So yeah, or at least so as well in our roleplay. Now I actually did do some renaming on some of the objects, so that's really all I've done off camera. So yeah. All right, and then now this is what we have. Pretty much the exact same as the moon trimmers, except for it's just gonna go and return. Go to the moon and then return. So yeah, so this should be just fine. Well, a parachute would probably be nice. Thanks for reminding me. Game. Yeah, this is what happens when I build really fast. Sorry, I'm building a little bit now. I gotta build a little bit or else that ain't gonna be good news if I forget the parachute. I think I could just get away with one of these, honestly. And then I get one of these. Instead of having these here, then I can put some nice solar panels on there. Boom. Then these could just all together go away. Now we can assume that there's also cameras on the side of it. Alright, parachutes, just one of those, please. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Just check, make sure. Hey, I don't see anything wrong with that rocket. Let's go ahead and do it and lift off. Alrighty. So later on, I'm probably gonna end up making another video again. Just because I'm kind of behind on the schedule and I need to get caught back up. Get on down with that. Yeah, and then basically, yeah, I have just a couple of days before school. Well, that I go back. I go back on the 16th. So, I have 4 days. I mean, yes, I only have Thursday and Friday to work, and then I gotta start getting packed on Saturday, but don't worry, there still should be a video on Saturday and Sunday, even though I'm moving Sunday, but, yeah, it should be exciting once I get back. But yeah, there may not be a video on Sunday. There may not be. Also, I'm gonna be getting to know my roommate as well, so yeah. Like I said, I would have roomed with a buddy of mine, but, the thing is, I wanted to live in an apartment, but then I ended up making the decision way too late after all my buddies saved their seat for the, they already paid to live in the dorms. I mean, they already had, like, a roommate, or they were living with someone else. I mean, couldn't really do much in that situation due to my own wrongdoing. Alright, now we'll just burn this as always until it burns on out. But yeah, not really much to say today, except for I've just been playing Mario Galaxy and stuff today. Been trying to get back on into that again. Because as y'all probably don't know, I'm a super big Mario guy. Well, not really into, like, super modern Mario. Like, I haven't played Wonder or anything, or, like, the new... I'm not really a big... I'm getting into Mario Kart again, actually, funny enough. But, yeah, like, I haven't really been... Like, I'm not anywhere past, like, 2017, 2018, like, Mario Odyssey, anywhere past that. Not really a huge fan, and I mean, yeah. I'm into, like, I've always wanted to play, like, Super Mario 3D Land, which is, like, a 3DS game, and I never grew up with the 3DS. I didn't really grow up with a whole lot of game consoles, except for, like, the NES and the NES top loader, along with the PlayStation. Well, the first PlayStation and then the PS1. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I've been growing up with. And then, yeah. And then the PS4, that kind of stuff. Then I recently got me, well, I got me a GameCube like 3 or 4 years ago. I actually have the unboxing video of DK Oldies. I really sugarcoated that video a whole lot. And my God, I should say right now, please don't ever buy from DK Oldies. I mean, like I even said, I believe in like one of those videos, either part 1 or part 2, or I forgot how many parts there were. But yeah, but like I was like, I even said that there was like a weird smell coming from the fan. At first it smelled like crayons or something. But it doesn't have that smell anymore. But funny enough, I'm actually going to be selling it. And going to be using some of that money to buy me a GameCube with the full like licensed controllers and everything. Like I want to have, like, thing is, I'm a game collector, you know, so I want like stuff to be in like good condition. And I mean that DK Oldies, just that really wasn't cutting it. I mean that was really yeah, that just really wasn't good. I got a message. I gotta check that real quick. Okay, that might be one of my buddies actually. I'll check that here in just a moment. So basically, I think it's safe to go ahead and spread these on out now that we're into orbit. And honestly, I think, yeah, this is a good stopping point. Let me go and check real quick. Good thing I checked. It was my mom. Okay. So basically, that's a really good thing I checked. Alright. Yeah, getting some space debris around there. Alright, next step is we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We ain't staying in orbit. Well, we're not staying in just primarily the Earth's orbit for too long. Technically, we're still in the Earth's orbit, but we're just going to be orbiting a satellite around Earth, which is the moon. So basically, now we can go ahead, warp. And we'll go ahead and start that burn now that we're at the transfer window. And, yeah. So now we're just gonna be pushing our orbit right out to the moon. Got a little bit left. But yeah, so the plans for next episode is to believe we're launching, say, look at the plans real quick. Gonna be sending in the second satellite to the moon. So there's gonna be 2 satellites around Earth and the moon. So basically we're gonna have the moon satellites completely done by next episode, which is really nice. And then we'll start, after we get the moon landing done, there's going to be some other stuff, I believe, with satellites. And then, if I look at the plans right here, yeah, some other stuff with satellites. And then eventually, also the asteroid as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll look at all that later. I just need to get this video done without like a whole bunch of chit-chat. Because that's just going to kill a bunch of time. Buddy? Okay, cool. Buddy wasn't got a time warp for a second, I guess. So we come on in. I don't think they should crash. I think they're in a different enough what was I just saying? A different of enough orbit. Words, they can be confusing sometimes. Alright. So basically, that whole stage right there should be able to land no problem. And then return as well. Which is very ideal. We need to be able to return our samples. Well, if we're, you know, sending something down to collect samples on the moon, we want to be able to return it though too. Starting that burn a little bit early, but ain't gonna hurt nothing. We ain't trying to be holy pity perfect. Alright. Let's go ahead and separate that. We'll go ahead and throw all these satellites in as well. Just so we can go ahead, not just have them sticking out whenever we land. Go ahead and get that burn ready. Let's start burning. So I'm thinking of doing a sample return from one of the craters, actually, the Tycho crater. Actually, yeah, screw it, let's do it. Let's go over the Tycho crater. Let's do a sample return from there. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing a sample return from there. Getting some more data. Not more data, we're getting data from the crater, and then yeah. Yeah, so I mean, basically right now, like the missions are starting to slowly, progressively get better and better. But right now they're still a little bit boring, just because we haven't really been sending people out yet, and we're also still staying inside of the Earth's sphere of influence. Like we haven't gone out really to interplanetary space yet, or interstellar space. Uh, Once we actually get to interplanetary space, that's when the good stuff starts. Alrighty. We also got our landing legs out, so that's all good and dandy. So the Tycho crater, I think, is right there. Alright. I want to kick it out as much as I can to get over there. Awesome. Start killing some more of that velocity. Well, vertical velocity. Go ahead, cut it for a second there. I don't know why. I guess this is just like one big crater, I suppose. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Slow down. 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 Okay. 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 Think I might be okay. Think I might be okay. Shoot! Oh my gosh! Holy cow! Holy cow! Holy cow! Oh my gosh! That could have been very bad. That could have been very bad. Okay, let's slow it on down now. Start talking in a country accent, so why not? Okay, got it down that. I actually want to kind of get my data from like the middle. Me being crazy again, don't mind me. Because I'm still trying to be like realistic here. Okay, then basically we're going to start. Oh yeah, we're moving. We're moving. We are moving. Honestly, I'm not going to be crazy. Honestly, there we go. Cool. Tycho crater. Let's go. Alright. Also, just to simulate getting data, I'm also going to do like a fast forward as well. Kind of simulate that. We can assume that orbit around Earth is around an hour and a half. So we can assume like whatever orbits Earth in roughly an hour, we can just assume that. Alrighty, so basically I'm just going to use one of these as a reference. Alrighty, I think we have our data on our lander, so now I think it's time to head on back. Awesome. Now time to take off and get the heck on out of here. Get the legs as well. Alright, my mom just got off of work, so I mean, she might be a little loud. I mean that respectfully. Alright, so I'm going to try and get on up to about 10 on here. She might walk in. Alrighty. Got to where we need to be. Just go ahead and start warping. Ah, crap. Okay, well, gotta get a little bit higher. Alright, there we go. Time to start getting going. Let's get the heck on out of here. It's going into orbit. Everything looks great so far. Also, I don't want to jinx it. Watch me just jinx it and then I run out of propellant or something crazy, which shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't exactly be the case. Okay, start throttling on down. There we go. Alrighty, time to put these on out and start finding a way to get home. Also, we can assume the solar panels are kind of out a little bit so they don't hit the legs. Just to try and be realistic. Okay. What in the world are we doing? No, no, I don't want to destroy you. I don't want to destroy you. Okay, in navigation. Yeah, in navigation. Navigate to Earth. Alright. That would have been really bad. I don't want that to happen. Alright, let's start getting reoriented and get ready for this burn. Turn that down a little bit. Alright, start. Oh crap. Let's just go ahead and go a little bit just so I don't like end up out burning it or whatever. Alright. We're heading on back with our samples. I'm thinking we just skim the moon's atmosphere, to be honest. Or the moon, Earth's atmosphere, to be honest. I think we'll do something like that, but then we'll like do like a radial kind of retrograde burn. So basically we're escaping that way, therefore we're coming out this way. Beautiful. Now we'll be returning. Get a little bit lower before we start this burn. Let's go start getting reoriented. Alright, let's go ahead and just use some of that to slow this on down. So far, so good. $2,000. Also, I really need to be watching my propellant as well, because if I run out and I'm just stuck into orbit... Well, the thing is I'm technically in the atmosphere, so I mean, I'll burn out. Especially since the atmosphere is like super thick in this game, because... Well, at least when you first enter, because the atmospheric height is so low in this game, I imagine is the reason. Let's go ahead and keep burning. Burn off as much of this propellant as we can. Also, well, this velocity, really, we gotta decelerate as much as we can. See, so then we can bring our velocity down. We're at 1600 right now. So we'll stop at about 15 once that hits there. Okay, well, we aren't going to the Space Center. We can definitely agree on that. Alright, I think that's fine right there. And now we're purely just going off battery charge at this point. We'll pretend that this has a battery on it. Alright. I think we're getting ready. Well, we are. Alright. Let's skip a little bit more. And atmospheric re-entry starts now. Atmospheric re-entry. Yeah, we're already getting heat. Well, Well, like as you normally know, I normally play on hard mode. So, I mean, the heat doesn't usually come till a little bit later since the atmosphere is at 50 instead of 30. At 50, there's a big difference. Sorry, guys, I'm stretching. Oh, man, we're already at 400. There goes everything else burning. Bye-bye. You'll be missed. Just trying to see if I can still see it. Let's get reoriented because we don't want that to happen to us. We don't want what happened to all those, all that back there to happen to us. This is the payload. This is where all the data is. We can just assume like that there was like some drills on the probe that got some materials, put them in compartments, and then well, basically whatever was coming through the drill, we could just say it trailed up to the probe, and then the probe has all the data. Now we're slowing down nicely. So far, so good. But yeah, I'm really excited for the shuttle program. That's really gonna be cool. But it's gonna be my own like little twist to it because I already have it built and I've already flown it before on this game. So I mean, and it works just fine in hard mode. So I mean, it should definitely work fine in normal mode. Hard mode it works just fine. So yeah, as I was saying. Alrighty, slowing down just nicely in the lower atmosphere. No longer going the speed of sound, so that's good. And I'll probably blow the parachutes out at not blow the parachutes, deploy the parachutes at probably about 1,000 or so, just because, and let them fully deploy on their own. Well, not there. There's only one parachute. There's not two. Wrong grammar. Wrong grammar. I think it's grammar. Heck, I really hope so. Alrighty. $1,500. Now 1,000, safe to deploy. There we go. And it looks like we're landing in not Turkey exactly. We're landing somewhere in the Middle East. Or maybe no, I think we're landing in Egypt. We're landing in Egypt. Okay. We're not landing in the Middle East. There's all kinds of places you can land. But I really would like to... Well, the thing is, it's really hard to direct your trajectory because, like, you have to time it just right with, like, the moon and everything. And I'm not going that crazy. I'm crazy in that regard, but I'm not... I'm crazy in the regard of, like, trying to be realistic in this game, but not to that regard. Like, not to that level of craziness to where, like, I'm trying to land exactly, you know... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because then that would just take a lot of timing, and then... If not, then that just takes, like, a lot of, That would just take, like, a lot of... That'd just take, like, a lot of planning and stuff. Alrighty, though, guys. We got that done. Moon landing. Let's go ahead and recover that. Space Center. What do we got? So, yeah, nothing for Mars. We haven't been to Mars yet. Okay. Alrighty, though, guys. Still not wanting to count the high Earth orbit. So basically got the moon right there. Basically got that. Yeah. So, yeah, and I guess that concludes the video. If you guys enjoyed, tell me what you liked about it. Like, subscribe, whatever. I could really care less if you do any of those things, but I hope you at least enjoyed the video. That I care about. But anyways, yeah, yeah, you guys have a good rest of y'all's day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.